Okay, so if you're using the system to quote in the client's home, what you've probably got is an appointment already on the diary system. So the easiest way of finding that and getting into the client's record is to go to the bar at the top, click diary, and go to diary quote option. That opens the quotes diary. You go to the day that you're actually on. So in this example, the 21st. This is the appointment that we want to enter the quotation for. So if you just click that and then double click, what that will do is take you directly into the client's record and open it ready for you. So from here what we're going to do is we're going to go to the quotations tab, and we can see at the top there's the quotation already set for us. So we've got the date in, that's obviously today's date if you sat in the customer's home. We've got a quotation number. It knows that it's a visit type of quote because it was entered as a visit quote from the front screen on the client record. And it knows the staff is Alan. And then you've got your free text field here for quote notes. So any notes that you want to make while you're sat in the client's home about the note, you can make those in there. And that will be printed out on any quotation that you leave with the client. So now what you need to do is just start adding items onto this quote. So you can do this as you're walking around. You can make a note on paperwork and then enter the details while you're still in the client's home. But you do that on this section here, the item details for the selected quote. And we enter those into this box here by using an item code. So we know the item code, for instance, for a lounge diner is LD. So if I enter that in there and click tab, that adds the lounge diner onto this section at the bottom. And it's added that under the carpet service group. So it's put the description in, so we make sure there's no typing errors in the description. It's popped that in from the item code. The next field along here, if we tab, is manual pricing. Now this isn't ticked, so that means the system is going to calculate a price for you from the dimensions you're going to put in. But if you've already walked around the building and you've got the prices worked out and you just want to put them on the system, you can put a tick in the box here and then manually put your prices in the appropriate columns. We're going to leave this that the system's going to calculate the price from what the sizes that we're going to put in. So if we move along to the quantity field now, again, a couple of options here. If you've measured up and you know that you've got 21 square meters, you can just put 21 in there. Or if you want to keep the dimensions recorded on the system, you can click the little box here and the data entry field opens. It opens showing the preferred units that you're working in, so it's set for meters in this example, and you can just put the sizes in. So we can put that the lounge is 4.2 meters by 4.8 meters, and we can make a note that that's the lounge end. And then we can put a note in here that the dining room is 3.2 by 3.7, and that's the diner. So we can put those in there. And then we just click this box at the bottom that says check, and that'll calculate that that's 32 square meters for you. You click OK, it pops the 32 square meters in the quantity field, and then it calculates the price here. So we've got a clean only at 160, clean and protect price there, the healthy home price there. If you've got a maintenance plan pricing set up, you've got a maintenance plan initial payment, and then the ongoing monthly amount set up there. The other thing that you can do is make a note in the item notes. So if we go along to the item notes, and let's say that you've discovered that there's a weak seam by the doorway. So weak seam by doorway. You can add those to the item notes there, and then when you print the quotation out, they'll appear there as well, and you'll see that where they pop up. So if you've added the item notes, they'll appear on the quotation. So that's added a lounge diner. Let's add another room. Let's say you don't know what the item code is to type into this box. That's not a problem. You can just hit the blue button alongside, and that pops up a list of all the item codes that have been set up. So let's say we're going to add a bedroom. We're going to look under B for bedroom, and we're going to add bedroom 1. That's added the bedroom 1 carpet on. We can tab along to the quantity field. We can click the little box to open up the dimensions. We're going to pop in here that that's a 4.2 meter by 4 meter bedroom, and we can make a note that that's the bedroom if we want. But let's say the client says they don't want the bed moving. Now you can see there's a little box here that says subtract. If we put a tick in there, and we can subtract the bed, so that's going to be 2.2 meters by 2 meters, and we can just make a note that that's the bed. And then when we come down to the bottom here, when we click check, it calculates the size of the room less the bed is 14.08 meters. Click OK. That puts the prices in again for the clean only, the clean and protect, and the other services that you've offered. Let's just very quickly add a conservatory. Again, click the blue button, come down to C for conservatory, hit conservatory, tab along, and let's say you know that that's 12 square meters. You can just type 12 in there, click tab, and that's put the prices in there automatically for you. So that's added all carpets at the moment, so they've all appeared together grouped up under this carpet section here. What that allows you to do as well is see the gross total for these carpets here. So you can see the gross total for the clean only service, the clean and protect service, and that's all displayed simply in that grid there. Let's add another item on now. Let's add a leather suite. So I'm going to again use the list, click the blue button, 5, so a 5-seater leather suite. We choose that from the list. We just tab along to the quantity field. We know there's 5 seats. We put 5 in the quantity, and that'll calculate the price for the clean only service and then the clean and recondition service. Now you'll see that it's added this leather suite under a separate heading for leather, and that's because obviously that it's a different service that we're providing on leather. So it's a clean only or a clean and recondition service on leather, as opposed to the clean only or clean and protect service that we're offering on carpets. So that's how easy it is to add the items onto these quotes. Let's show you how you now present this to either print out or show to the client on the screen. You go up to the top here, and on the quotation summary line it says service quote, and that's a button that you tick and this little selection box opens up. What we've got now is the option of which service group we want to prepare this quote for. So if we look in here, we've got carpets or leather. So have a look at the carpet one first. And then we've got a report ID. So what format do we want to show the client and print this out in? Now this depends on how many items you've got on, but let's in this example use the landscape large as the report that we want. Now we just tell the system which of the items and the services we want to show on this quote. So the services that we want to show, we're not going to show the quantities, but we're going to show the clean only service, we tick that, clean and protect, healthy home, the monthly maintenance plan value and the monthly amount. And we can see here that it's by default it's going to show all the areas. So we've got bedroom 1, conservatory and lounge diner. If you didn't want to show one of those, for instance the conservatory, we could just untick the box there. And then when we click report, we can preview this on screen or send it to a printer. We're looking at the preview on screen here now, and you can see that this has got your details on it. It'll have your logo in, it's got the client details in, the quote date and number. It clearly shows that this is a quote for carpets. It's got the services that you're offering along the top here, the clean only, the clean and protect, etc. And then it's got all the descriptions in. So we've got bedroom 1 and the clean only prices, etc. And then the lounge dining room carpet. And you'll notice here that it's put the item notes on, so that it's got a week seen by the door. So the client, when you print this out, is aware of this before you actually go and do the work. So that means that you're not going to get blamed for any damage, pre-existing damage that you've noted in these item notes here. So that's previewed the carpets. It's exactly the same for the leather. You would just click service quote. You would change this to the leather. You decide which you're going to quote for. Now obviously let's say that this is just going to be the clean only and clean and recondition, because you don't want to put the recolouring and restoration prices on that the system may have calculated for you. So you just tick the 2 boxes here, click report, and that again will preview that on the screen. So this will pop up and you can present this to the client or print that out for them. Now the great thing about this is if you're presenting multiple prices, the client is much more likely to go for one of them, and if you're presenting 2 or 3, they're more likely to perhaps go for the middle one, which may be a protector. So you're going to sell more protector and you're going to convert more jobs. So let's just close this preview here. And that's it. That's how easy it is to add items onto a quote while he's sat in the customer's home.